And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Flying Frog has made some games that I like and some games that I really don't like that much, but one game they made that I really enjoy is Conquest of the Planet Earth. They came out with an expansion for it then, Apocalypse, and I have the whole game in here with the expansion, and I was excited when I heard that they had more expansions, and then I found out that they were just supplemental packs. So they basically come with one alien and then a small deck of cards. Well, that's okay, cool. I could use more aliens and more cards. Let's take a look at these and see what they add to the game. The first alien supplement includes the Red Menace. These are the guys who could be anybody. And so because of that, when they're at a location, they'll add the population of that location to their strength. Which, you know, say he's at a population of 2, this guy would be a 4 or 5. This makes the Red Menace a really useful person to give to somebody who might be new to the game. And he can also basically choose a resistance hero and make that hero become, you know, working for him. So this religious figurehead, ha ha ha, he's now working for me. I love that idea. And then he also can treachery. You can steal an ally from an opponent, which is one of the most worst things you can do in this game, I think, because the allies are so awesome and cool, and you hardly ever get them, and it's so cool to see when they come up, and then to have this guy steal them from you. There's also some cards in this deck, the Face of Fear. This one's nice because you can discard a resistance card and force a redraw. We have the Doomsday Cult, which is a mob that's kind of random, but the religious figurehead, as I already showed you, he gets +3 when he's with mobs. And we get this Drifter who gets a crushing victory when he rolls a 5 or 6. I don't know, is this guy just like popping out of nowhere and just destroying aliens? A new Treachery card, Ultimate Influence, and then the X-Ray Infuser. I like this if only because of the theme, where you can choose this to hero resistance your fighting roll, a d6 on a 4 or higher, you're vaporized. So this set gives you ways to get rid of those heroes. Now, I mentioned that those were good to give to new people to the game. This is a guy that I would give only to an experienced player of the game, the Centauri Mutant Men. If you notice, their stats are really low, a Strength 1 and Intellect of 2, but they have Rapid Mutation, which means anytime you use an event card, you draw another one. So you basically never run out of event cards. Also, their event cards cost less. They cost them 1 fewer action point to buy Alien Menace tokens on their turn. So they're cheap and easy to play cards for them. And then they have this overwhelming multiplication. You can use one of these tokens to double your strength, and then you can use another one to double it again, and another one to double it again. So you can really make these guys ultra powerful, but you got to plan that right, because you can only use these in so many battles. It's not like somebody who might have a strength of 4 who can use it in every battle. So it's very interesting guys here. I actually like them quite a bit. They also come with Brain Leeches, where you can get rid of soft resistance pretty easily. Swarm gives you an extra fight die for each alien you have in the fight. Alien Legions, some National Guard to fight against. A well-armed redneck. You make that whatever you want. And then a National Park, which is just another location. Then finally we have the Horror Goth, who are possibly the most nasty looking aliens in the game. Their face opens up to be another alien. It looks like his face ends up open up to be another alien. Gross. And yet these guys are diplomats. Or I guess they're diplomats on the surface. They can play any remains in play event cards and space stuff face down until they use it. So these guys aren't as useful for me because I often play, oh actually I shouldn't say often, I only play the cooperative game, and these guys here are more to fight against other people. I mean, they have to use 2 Alien Menace tokens to automatically win the first fight of a battle. But they're very useful against other players, and we want to work together usually in my games. But if you're playing a competitive guy, you like these guys. They can also take an event into their hand, or anybody can with this card. Here you can make the resistance, re-roll a die, Venomous Shroud, a face-off. You steal a space stuff card from somebody else, and then a Scientist's Daughter, and then a new starting thing, a World Organization Headquarters. Event cards can't be used at this location. As you can see, I'm not really a big fan of the Horror Goth, if only because I don't play the competitive game. I don't think the competitive game's worth it. This is a really fun cooperative game. The Apocalypse made that even more so. So If you're like me and only want the cooperative game, I wouldn't even get these guys. The other two, though, are fun. Like I said, one's really good for newbies, the other for experienced players. Well, actually, experienced players will have fun with both of them. And then there's more cards to throw in a mix. You know, now I got the redneck and the loner, and you know, the more cards the better, because the theme of this really comes to life for me. This is a really enjoyable game. These packs are maybe a little pricey for what you get, but they do add little bits more if you were enjoying the game and just want a bit more. I guess die-hard fans of the series, this, like myself, this one would be for you, or these little expansions. So there you have it. Dice Tower Judgment, approved.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door.